If you tell your friends your 5-year plan and they all nod their heads like, "Oh yeah, man, you got it, dog. That's reasonable. That's right. You gonna make it." You feel what I'm saying? They agree because they understand your plan. Then you got a problem. Understand that reasonable plans lead to reasonable lives, and reasonable lives do not make you rich. Reasonable lives don't build empires. Reasonable lives is the same as playing it safe. To get to the 1%, to the higher echelon of people, you need to be willing to be the villain in the world of the 99%. What that means is you need to be willing to go the extra mile and be completely out of the ordinary, just be completely going against what the regular people are saying. Go against what everybody else is doing because you're doing this thing that the 1% are doing. You feel what I'm saying? You need to be willing to be called crazy. You need to be willing to be called delusional. You need to be willing to be called unrealistic. You need to be willing to be called all these things. You need to be delusional, be crazy, be different, be unrealistic, be everything that they're calling you. Because at the end of the day, being unrealistic, being crazy is what got everybody everywhere. Everybody who became something, the 1%, they were all delusional. Everybody was telling them not to do something. Everybody was telling them that you're crazy. Everybody was telling them that they're delusional. So what's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy GLX back with another video for y'all, man. And in this video, I'm gonna be explaining to y'all why, if they understand your plan, it's not big enough, bro. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel, y'all. Without further ado, let's get straight into it, man. Number one, bro, understand that when you rely on common sense, you get common results. Let me say that again. Common sense equals common results. Most people operate on common sense. It's just common sense to do this. It's just natural to do that. That's just what it's supposed to be done. It's supposed to be done like this and that. What I'm saying, common sense tells you to get a degree. Common sense tells you to work a 9 to 5 and then stay down and then maximize your 401k, your retirement plan, and then retire at 65, and then maybe you can buy a supercar with your retirement money that 25-year-olds are buying with their throwable income, money that they can just spend, like throw away. You gotta work your whole life to get that type of money. That's the sensible option. That's common sense right there. You feel what I'm saying? Common sense is telling you to buy a house with a 30-year mortgage. Common sense tells you to be a grown-up and get a and do some grown-up stuff. Stop doing all that YouTube stuff. Stop trying to pretend to be an investor. Stop trying to invest in houses. Be grown. Play it safe. This and that. And then when you don't go with that norm, when you don't do what common sense tells you to do, that's when people call you crazy. That's when people call you delusional. That's when people call you weird. People call you different. People say you're switching up. All these things. And it's because you're not doing what the common person is doing, because you're supposed to be different. Understand that all the common sense things I just listed out, if you have a problem with them, if you feel like in your heart that it is wrong, like something is like that doesn't make sense. Why would I ever do that? Understand that you are gifted and you are special. You're supposed to be way different from everybody else, because other people would see that and they will be like, they would see nothing wrong with that. If you see nothing wrong, if you see something wrong with that plan, then understand that you're special and you got something to do in this world. You have a higher calling. That's what I'm saying. Excuse me. And you're gonna be rich. Now, when you deviate from that plan, people who are in that common era, that common sense mindset, they're gonna try and pull you back. They're gonna call it logic. They're gonna call it sensible. They're gonna call it this and that. They're gonna call it all these things. But really, what it is, bro, is just fear. Fear of the unknown. Fear of taking a risk. Everybody's just afraid of risk. That's why they all play it safe. They have a path laid out for them. and it's not the path that's going to make them rich, but they follow it because it's a set path and they know it can still have them making money, just not the money that they want to make. It's going to have them in a future that they don't even want, in a type of environment they don't want. But hey, it's safe and it's a set path. You feel what I'm saying? Most people are not understanding that is actually their biggest risk, and their biggest red flag is trying to play it safe. Number 2, social isolation is a filter. Being misunderstood is a natural filter, because understand, when your mindset levels up, you're gonna talk a different language. The language of the rich is way different from the language of the poor. And poor people, if you've been surrounded by poor people your whole life and you're trying to talk to them in the rich language, they're not gonna understand you. They're gonna misunderstand you. So when you explain your plans to somebody who is in the poor mindset and they understand what you're saying to them, they understand how you're gonna do this, why you're gonna do this, everything. I'm not gonna lie, bro, that means that you're still speaking the poor language, because if they can understand you, either it means that you're speaking the poor language or they understand the rich language. But most of the time, it means you're speaking the poor language. What I'm saying? Because rich people talk a different way. Poor people cannot understand that because they're not financially literate. It's not their fault. They just weren't financially educated. You feel what I'm saying? You can still have love for somebody, but understand that he's not gonna understand. They're not gonna understand certain ways you talk. You feel what I'm saying? It's not even their fault for real, but that's just how it is. It's not that they're a bad person, it's not that they're dumb. They just don't understand your type of language. And that's how it's gotta be. You feel what I'm saying? So when you start telling people your plans and they don't understand, that's how you know you're on the right path. Because if nobody around you understands where you're trying to head to, that means you're headed to the right place. I once heard a quote: if you're the smartest person in the room, then you're in the wrong room. Always try and be the dumbest person in the room or the most misunderstood person in the room. Because I actually want to rephrase that. If you're the most understood person in the room, then you're in the wrong room. Always go to where you're misunderstood. You feel what I'm saying? And people around you are going to tell you that you've changed as well. They're going to tell you switched up, you don't move the same, you don't talk the same, you don't do the same things. This is going to be especially true, like, if you're hanging around people who want to go to parties and shit all the time, who want to, like, just fuck females, just do drugs and stuff. They'll be like, what? You're switching up, bro. Like, you used to, last week, you used to be able to do this. Last year, you did this with me, but, like, what's gone into you this year? You feel what I'm saying? Like, I got this fine bitch right here, but you didn't tell me like you want her or something like shit like that, right? Like, they gonna say all this stuff that you switched up. That's good. You're supposed to switch up. Because like I said, the language of the poor is different from the language of the rich. You're supposed to switch up. You feel what I'm saying? Number 3, the vision gap. Let me put this in a quote for y'all, right? You cannot describe a sunrise to a person who does not want to open their eyes. Let me say that again. You can't describe a sunrise to somebody who refuses to open their eyes. What that means is you cannot describe what it means to try to manifest riches, try and change your environment, change the way you're rich. You can't tell the people why you're doing this. You feel what I'm saying? They're not gonna understand, because especially if they refuse to change, if they are still stuck in the same way they were last week, all this stuff, they're not gonna change. You feel what I'm saying? So it's not going to work out if you try and explain this stuff to them. They're gonna look at you crazy. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's like explaining a sunrise to a blind person, essentially, or somebody who doesn't want to open their eyes, literally, because they don't want to see the vision. They don't see the vision because they don't want to leave behind what they got going on. You feel what I'm saying? you're willing to like, for example, my mom was asking me why I wake up at 5 a.m. every day. I didn't have an answer for her. I knew why I did it, but I knew it wouldn't make sense to her because she wakes up and goes to work at like 8 a.m. I knew why I did it for my own discipline, and it's gonna tie into me getting rich. But I couldn't explain to her why I wake up at 5 a.m. I just couldn't. And that's another thing. If you can explain to somebody why you do a certain thing, then you're not doing enough. And also, you shouldn't even be explaining anything to anybody anyway. Don't explain yourself to nobody. But that's a separate video. Number 4, right? Number 4, validation is the enemy. If you need people to agree with you, to feel confident, then you'll never be wealthy. You'll never be rich. Understand that you shouldn't have to have people agree with you for you to feel like you're successful. Because real success is being able to say yes when everybody else is saying no. Real riches is being able to see the opportunity where everybody else just sees failure. You feel what I'm saying? Real success is being able to go against what everybody else says. Even if everybody in the world is saying that you shouldn't do this, you see the vision in it and it works out. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you try to get people to understand your plan, understand what you're doing, you're inherently vying and begging essentially for their understanding. And you're begging for their validation. Stop begging for people's validation, because what do you need their validation for? What do you need them to understand you for anyway? Why do you need them to understand you? Like, you don't need people to understand you because you understand that you're self-assured. Understand that needing understanding, needing validation, it comes from a place of like you have no validation for yourself, of a lack of like self-validation. When you're really in that mode, you're gonna see like you're very self-assured, you're very self-confident. You don't need nobody to tell you what's what, because you know what's what. You know what you got to do and what you're going to do. So you don't need nobody to tell you this and that. For what I'm saying, validation from other people it's like a bad drug that you just keep taking and then it slowly kills you. You feel what I'm saying? But in this case, it kills your wealth. It kills your future riches. Finally, underestimation is a superpower. When people don't understand your plan, they underestimate your potential. They think you're just playing around with your little projects and stuff, but really you know what you're doing. You know you're working. They think you're just looking at houses because you're trying to daydream, window shop or something, or to get a mortgage or something. But really, you know that you're trying to rent out that house, rent out the apartments and stuff like that. They think you're just on YouTube 10 hours a day, just scrolling on YouTube, scrolling on TikTok, scrolling on Instagram, looking at videos. But in reality, you're trying to research videos that way you can make more money on YouTube. But they don't know that. And this gives you the room to fail and to learn without the pressure of the world watching. Understand that they're going to be too busy worrying about their own selves, and they're going to be too busy worrying about, oh yeah, she's just goofing off. So they already have a set idea of you. So they don't have no expectations for you. So when they have no expectations for you, you don't feel the pressure to not fail. You can fail comfortably and then try again. Understand that failure should not be the end all be all, but in those people's eyes, failure is the end. So whenever you fail, they're gonna be like, oh, that YouTube shit didn't work out. He posted a video, he ain't got no views. He posted one video, he ain't got no views. He didn't get that house, all that shit, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna see that and be like, oh yeah, he's a failure. but then they're still on their couches scrolling on TikTok every day. At least you're doing something. You feel what I'm saying? So underestimation is like, it cuts out all the noise. You feel what I'm saying? So if you want to be on the right track, stop telling people your goals and stop making sure they understand you. If you want to tell people your goals, make sure they can't understand a word of what you're saying, because that means you're on the right path, man. But that's all I got for y'all this video, y'all. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel, y'all. And man, we out.